Hi everyone. So I'm providing a review for the Echo Stream showerhead. I have actually wanted to buy one for quite a long time, but never really come around to doing it. We are in lockdown now, so I was just browsing through the internet and I came across an ad. So I looked into it more and I decided just to make the purchase. Now, before buying it, I actually went to YouTube just to see what people say about it and see if there are any reviews. Luckily, there's quite a few good videos out there, kind of talking about the pressure, talking about, just general feedback. I never really got a good impression as to whether those reviews are, true. So just want to mention that no one's actually, StoneStream are not paying me to do a review. I purchased the product for myself, just the usual consumer, but I wanted to put an honest review out there, see if it works and it doesn't. See if I like it. If I don't, just again, my own opinion about it, I guess. And I also want to touch on a few points that I haven't seen covered so far in terms of reviews and feedback from other consumers. Obviously, one of the selling points is the good pressure that the showerhead offers, which is, great. I'll kind of review that as well. But also with regards to the water filtering system that supposedly this has. We've purchased the StoneStream Eco Power showerhead, which I understand is kind of the newer model. But this is the very first time I've ever used a product like this. So yeah, let's see what we have. Right, so it actually arrived today. This is kind of the box that it came into. I've just removed my address and the label here. I'll just quickly open the shower filter. We have the actual shower head here. There we go. And there's a small kind of instruction manual here. These are replacement marbles. The kit comes with a hose as well, so I'll be replacing the one that I have now. Let me just open that up so you can have a look at that. Okay, I guess it looks like any other normal hose, and just so we can get the filter out as well. Okay, so there's a few bits here. So this is, I guess, meant to be attached somewhere along the line there. I'll read the instructions and I'll show you in a bit. But this is, these are all the bits that came in the box. So I've got an instruction manual here, and apparently is a very quick installation tips. So the shower head itself has kind of a stop and start button. They say that during the actual shower, instead of stopping your tap, you can actually stop this here. I don't know, probably to grab something, or I don't know why you'd interrupt your shower, and then you can start it again. So you'll have the water coming through immediately, and it's hot. It does not work on electric showers, so please look into that before, if you have an electric shower, before purchasing it. It also has 3 different power modes. So you have rainfall, massage, and the middle one here. So you can easily kind of switch through those. Let's open that quickly just so we can have a look. Kind of, I guess, normal, yeah. And that, so that's, I assume, again, it's the first time I'm seeing one or ever using one. That's how, I guess, to change kind of the little marbles. I'll have to look at the instructions for that. Anyway, apparently they don't need changing for quite a few months. So this will probably last us, or it's supposed to last for, you know, anything between kind of 4 and 6 months. Okay, so I have those as spare. And just to open the filter so you can have a look at that as well, just to explore and see what's inside if we can open it. There we go. Okay, so again, this is the water filtration system. It sounds like, I can't see inside, but it sounds like, again, we have the same kind of type of marbles in there. You can't open this any further, so I'll just kind of put it back. Okay, let's go to the bathroom. Right, so it says on the instruction manuals that before you actually connect this to the hose in the shower head, you should put it under running water for 20 seconds on each side until the water that comes through it is clear. So just to show you, apparently the small particles are meant to kind of come out. I'll just do this to see if there's any particles coming out. There isn't actually anything coming out that I can visibly see at the moment. I'll just stop it after a few seconds and show you. But we'll do it anyway. Right, yeah, there is nothing there, but I'll do it on the other side as well. I can't see any particles as such, but, you know, just want to follow the instructions. So the first step, I'll be replacing my hose, which is kind of this odd looking thing here. And this is the shower head that I normally use. As I said in the introduction, we do live in an area with very hard water. You can see, I don't know if you can see the kind of all the marks. The water is just really hard. It's absolutely impossible. Look at the limescale traces. I actually washed this completely and removed everything about probably less than 2 weeks ago, and just look how quickly and you know how much limescale gathers up. So it's just impossible, hence why I bought this shower head. Right, so all I've done so far, I've removed the hose from here and actually connected this to kind of the main water supply. All I've done is remove the old one and basically attached the new one. And at this other end, so by the way, you'll find these kind of rubbery bits inside, so remove those and attach this, which is supplied. You'll find it in the plastic bags, the washer. Okay, next step, we will attach the water filter. So I just let this kind of drain a little bit. Before we attach the water filter, in the instructions it does say that we should add the tape just around this bit here. So my partner's actually attaching the tape, mainly because I've never done it before and I just want it done properly. I mean, it doesn't look like rocket science, but he's doing a good job. So okay. He hasn't actually used a lot of tape, so I guess we can use it for other things as well. For installing the new shower head, I just want to show you the pressure on this old one. To be honest, the pressure isn't bad. You know, it's not the main reason why I bought it. It's mainly for the water filtration system, but just to show you anyway. So we turn this tap on. So just turn it around. As you can see, it's quite good. Okay. Right, so I'll install the new hose. Basically, this is the bit that goes into the bottom part, and this is the bit that goes normally into the shower head, but obviously we'll have the filter here, the additional filter that I purchased, and then the shower head on top. Okay, so I'll start with this bit first. Like I've said, you'll find these kind of washers in the bags, the little plastic bags. So they're provided. Place that here and basically just twist it in. And they recommend you need a wrench to do it, but the other one, you know, I managed to get it, to untie it basically just using my hands. So let's stop it here again. We have a washer, so I'll just kind of pop that there. And next thing that goes up is the water filter. As I've just shown you earlier, we have added kind of that tape here at the top, so just screw that in. Again, quite easy to do this. I mean, you know, I'm doing it. I don't need a plumber. It's fairly easy. And that's very tight. Okay, and the next thing that goes up here is the shower head. We haven't added any tape or anything else because there's no kind of additional props, and they also say just, you know, you just kind of screw that in. So we'll just do that. There we go. Again, that's nice and tight. Right, moment of truth. It looks really good. This is, I'll turn it around. Hope not to, like, you can't see that, but it actually goes all the way up. Okay, so I'm happy with the pressure, like I said. Oh, and to showcase kind of the start and stop button. Okay, and starts again. Okay, so that's quite cool. And you can kind of see the marbles moving under the pressure here. So that's really cool. Like I said, the true test for me will be with the actual limescale and if the water filtering system actually works. So what I'll do, I'll actually fill up a glass with kind of my normal shower head, and then I'll do the same with this one here and see after a week, I don't know, I'll let it evaporate and I'll see the limescale left behind. One thing to mention though, before I go on to the next step, it does suggest in the instruction manual that you use a wrench to actually tighten this bit. I didn't use one at the beginning, I only used my hand, and as I turned the shower on, there was actually water coming through, so then my partner did use a wrench to kind of tighten it all the way up. So I recommend you do that. We actually used something that looks like this. Okay, so it's kind of very basic wrench that you can buy online. Okay, so you can adjust it to kind of tighten this here. Okay, so all the way up, and if you have one around, we definitely recommend using one because I don't think hand alone is enough to kind of, you know, tightening all the way up. Okay. So to test the limescale, what I'll do, I've decided to kind of put water in this glass using the stone stream head and the additional water filter, and then I'll do the same thing with my normal shower head and let it evaporate and basically see what the difference is. So I'll just put a tiny bit of water here. That's sufficient. Right, so this is how it looks on the actual, you know, shower support that we have. I mean, my only comment would be that it is a bit funny looking up here, but you know, it seems to be sturdy enough. So yeah, I guess it's the compromise that we have to make for wanting cleaner water. Right, so I've tagged the glasses just so I don't get them confused later on. We have about 1 centimeter, kind of same level of water, which is quite a lot to wait for it to evaporate, but I guess, you know, I'll be persistent and show you the end result. So exactly 9 days later, that's how long it took for the water in the glasses to evaporate completely. So I can see the lime scale that kind of remains behind. I must say I was a little bit disappointed to see that the difference between the stone stream glass and the normal glass wasn't as significant as I probably would have liked it to be. However, you can see that there is a slight difference on the normal glass. The layers of limescale are much more pronounced, and there's almost better layering of it. And the stone stream one, you can still see the limescale kind of stains on the actual glass, but not as thick as the normal one. So I guess it does actually work a little bit, but I must say my expectations were actually a lot higher than the actual result. The only other change that I could say I've noticed, my skin and my hair just feel a little bit softer than normal. I haven't changed any product or anything like that, so I'm inclined to believe it is due to the new shower head. So all in all, I'm still happy with the purchase. Just from a water filtering point of view, is not as powerful, I guess, as I expected.